National Assembly Speaker Nosiviwe Makhubu declined a request from the African Transformation Movement for a secret ballot in the voting procedure on the report of the Section 89 Independent Panel of Experts. ATM leader Vuyo Zungula wrote to the Speaker last week requesting that MPs be allowed to vote by secret ballot when the National Assembly appraises the panel's report. That report, you all know by now, finding that President Cyril Ramaphosa has a case to answer to Parliament over the Phala Phala saga. The President has now approached the Constitutional Court to take the report on review. What is the reaction of the ATM and what happens to the process in Parliament now? We are joined by ATM leader Vuyo Zungula. Good evening to you and welcome. You started the process in Parliament. What is your reaction to the move the President made today?
The President is clearly became a rogue president, because how can you go to court to stop Parliament from doing what Parliament is constitutionally obligated to do? Because Parliament has got an obligation of playing an oversight role over the executive. And part of the oversight mechanisms, it is motions of no confidence, questions and answer sessions, including this Section 89 process that we've embarked on. So for the President, to even go to court, and when he's gone to court, to show that he's playing delaying tactics, he's become rogue, he does not even go on an urgent basis. He does not even want to seek to, interdict tomorrow's session from happening. What he wants to do, he wants to create this cloud from Parliament so that Parliament can say this matter is before court, and because it's before court, Parliament cannot be seized with the matter. And there's going to be an indefinite delay, indefinite postponement, because there's no court date there. And he knows that the Constitutional Court is going to close soon. Therefore, what this means is that the President has become rogue. He is fighting tooth and nail to avoid accountability. What are you going to do about it as the ATM? Tonight, there's a meeting with the Speaker, and we preempt that she's going to say this matter is before the courts, therefore, the session tomorrow cannot sit. And this is basically, that is what we are preempting she's going to say. And the courts on the court case between the public protector and the Speaker on that Section 194 process, the courts ruled there when matters on the matters of oversight and accountability, that Section 89 cannot be used, to reduce the enthusiasm, to reduce the appetite of members of Parliament from holding the executive accountable. Therefore, it cannot be that the very same rule 89 that was said when it comes to accountability matters, it should not be used to make members of Parliament not to want to hold the executive and Chapter 9 institutions accountable. Now they are going to say, based on that rule, this tomorrow's sitting cannot happen. And if I can remind you, we had the similar issue as the ATM when this matter of the secret ballot was before the courts. We said we cannot proceed with the debate on vote on the motion of no confidence because that matter was before the courts. They ruled, as a Speaker, she ruled that that Section 89 does not apply. So you can see that even that Rule 89, they are going to use it in a manner that fits them. They are not using it based on principle. However, we are going to meet as the party tonight to decide what to do based on what that meeting tonight is going to inform us.
Just take us into the process now. As you say, likely to hear from the Speaker of Parliament, a direction on what is likely to unfold tomorrow or how this affects the expected debate in Parliament tomorrow. Will you be getting, how does this usually happen? You'd get a note as a party, a notice, a circular would be disseminated. Just walk us through that administrative step.
Today, there was a meeting with the Chief Whips. And what we agreed with the Chief Whips, it was basically a meeting to unpack what is going to happen tomorrow in terms of the voting, in terms of whether it's physical or not, in terms of how it's going to be done. The voting is going to be done. Will be manual voting where each member is going to vote or party whips vote on behalf of their parties. And because that meeting, the Speaker was not there, there was an agreement to have a meeting later on tonight where the Speaker is going to be part of a decision-making mechanism, so that whatever that we discuss and agree to, that can be a lawful resolution by that particular committee, so that the process tomorrow can be simple. Now, what we're anticipating is that tonight the Speaker will say this matter is sub judice, therefore we cannot proceed with it, which is a travesty to justice, because as we sit here now, there's no date in which that Constitutional Court application will be heard. There is no urgent interdict. So tomorrow, what we are hoping that will happen tonight is that the Speaker will be rational, and they will make sure that tomorrow the House sits. There's going to be a debate. After the debate, members are going to vote manually. Each member will be called out individually, and they will vote. And the true test of the people of the country can see all 400 members, where are their loyalties are. Are they loyal to a person who violates the Constitution, or are they loyal to the Constitution which we have sworn to protect and uphold as members of Parliament?
Vuyo Zungula, thank you for talking to us and just sharing a little bit on how the ATM is planning on taking this matter forward, the leader there of the ATM.